Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Zoyos. Welcome to basically in this tarot card reading. I'm Zoyos, and this can be for September 11th to September 21st of 2025. I know that this can be a quiet reading. I know it's gonna be very interesting. I know that you need to, when you tell me about, keep your voice high or low, but you know what? That's how it goes, right? So if you want to turn the volume, go ahead. Turn the volume between the tablet or your computer or your phone or whatever device you are, watching this from. By the way, this is just me how it is. I'm so sorry that I'm at the library at this, but it seems to be, I know how it goes, and this is how it seems to be. This is just a quick general reading. I hope that you all like it, and I hope that it will be referable to all of you. That's how it goes, and that's how it seems to be. So I hope you all like this. Please give a like, please comment if you want. That's how it goes, and this seems to be. So we're gonna figure out who's here in this situation, and this is the way how it goes. So here we go. So this is the A1, so upright. It does represent speed. It does represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But the way how this is, we have to understand the way how this is. We have to agree in order to disagree. We have to have our own speed. We have to have our own ways of knowing to do. And when this is the way how it goes, it's like this is like staggering fearing. Staggering feeling about what you're doing and what you want, but then you have to perceive what you're doing. In that way, you're trying to exactly how it is. You're trying to not expose of how you're feeling, but how this is, you're trying to doubt yourself. You're trying to put words into within whatever it is. You need to understand that. You have to exercise. You have to do what you want, what you get, but then you have to realize that, right? So when you have to believe that, you have to understand that in the way how you feel, the way how you act, but the way how you're going to expand of how you're feeling in that way. You have to suggest, you have to believe it, you have to understand what it takes. And when you do it, that's the way it goes, right? So that's how it seems to be. And when you do it, it's like, oh, everything seems to be fine, alright, I know what to do, yes. But it's based on that. It's based on your numerology, whatever it is. But you have to understand that, right? You have to conquer what it is in that way. That's how it goes. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to clarify. The middle to left, middle to right. So once it's upright, you're feeling resilience. For yours, there's no change. 9 Pentacles, yours, you're not feeling uncomfortable. And the 3 Pentacles upright, you might be doing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's the way it goes. So you're feeling like everything seems to be not going as planned. But then it's like, why are you doing it? Why? Because you need to understand that. Then you have your own feelings, you have to do exactly. You have to have your own priorities. You have to set yourself straight. That's how it goes. And when things are happening all at once, you need to understand that. It's like, why are you feeling uncomfortable? Why things are not going as planned? Because that's how it goes. It's like you have to believe that. In order to do that, that's the way it's going to be. When you do it, that's the way it's going to be in that way. Between the middle and the right side, please. The Emperor separate their structure. Chariot separate their progress. A1 to yours, there's no speed, right? So when you have speed, you have everything else. You no speed, things are not going as planned. 9 sorcerers, there's no drama. 6 sorcerers, there's no movement. King Pentacles, yours, there's no prosperity. 9 Pentacles, yours, there's no trust. But the King sorcerer, there's basically knowledge here in that way. It's like where you're doing it, But when you're feeling, you're not trusting anybody, you're not having that, things are not going as planned. It's like, why are you doing it? Because things are not going as they were, because that's just how it is. What's on the left side here? Chariot, yours is no progress. What's in the middle? High Priestess upright, there's influence. What's on the right side? Hermits upright, there's solitude. So you may be looking for a soulmate. Maybe. So let's see what's going on with this Chariot card. The Hierophant, yours, there's no guidance. Chariot, yours, there's no progress. Moon is upright, there's misrotations, right? So the moon is affecting you. It might be, but you never know what's going to be happening all at once. Because that's how it goes. It's like, oh, everything seems to be fine. Alright, this is my priority, yes. But you understand that, right? Things will come and go as they do. But then it's like, oh, well, everything seems to be alright. I need to do it. Yes. But you're trying to expose yourself. You're trying to do what it takes. That's the way it seems to be. What's this High Priestess about? The Temperance is upright, there's healing. And the Sun card is upright, there's positivity. Yes, because you're in that. you're in that way about having your own temperance of healing, and you want positivity. That's all you can do. But then you have to understand that the way how it is, and that way it's like, okay, this is gonna be fine. All right, this is temporary. All right, but this is how it goes. It's like you have to understand how you're feeling in that way. It's like, oh, okay, I know what to do. All right, this seems to be very interesting. All right, because I've planned this out. That's how it goes, right? What's this Hermit card out? The Strength card is upright. There's bravery. Haman's upright. There's restrictions. Yeah, because you're being restricted. When you're being restricted, things are not going as planned. It's like, why are you doing it? And when things will be in that way, you're trying to understand how you're feeling in that way. It's like you're trying to do what you're told to do, and when you do it, that's the way it is. So, that's the way it would seem to be, right? That's how it goes, right? So you're trying to understand how you're feeling in that way. So let me clarify this Moon card. So here from reverse, there's no guidance. Moon reverse, there's misrotations, and the Empress is upright. There's nourishment. Yeah, so you might be dealing with another feminine, as another woman. Maybe it might be that, but that's how it goes. You understand that, right? So you have to have your own belief. You're trying to make believe. But the way how this is, it's not, right? That's how it goes. What's this Sun card about? Devil is upright. There's obsessions. Death card reverse. There's no endings. Fool reverse. There's no change. Magician reverse. There's no skill. Tamer reverse. There's no restrictions. Priest reverse. There's no voice. The Tower is upright. There's transformation. Yeah, everything's changing. Everything's transforming. Everything else. But the Devil is upright because it does represent Capricorn. You might be dealing with another Capricorn. You might have violence. You might have, how it goes. You're trying to think, well, it's just not going to end well. I can't do this more. I quit. Yes, it is. But then you have to understand that. You believe in order to believe. That's the way it seems to be. It's like, oh, okay, this seems to be very interesting. Yes, it is. That's how it goes in that way. What's the Strength card in this Hangman about? Taurus series, there's no healing. Sun cards upright, there's positivity. The Empress upright, there's structure. Yes, the believe in order to understand that, in that wonderful feeling, because you understand that you're trying to conquer, you're trying to figure out who's who in this situation, When you do that, everything seems to be fine, yes, but is it going to be all wild here? It's just how it goes. So let's see. Let me go from the middle to left, middle to right. Haman reverse, there's no restrictions. 9 wands reverse, there's no fear. 9 pentacles upright, you're feeling comfortable. Devil reverse, there's no obsessions. High priestess upright, you're using your voice. Yes, the way how this is, that's where it is. It's like, all right, you're feeling comfortable rather than having uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's why it seems to be that. That everything seems to be fine. All right, you know what to do. Yes, but you have to understand that you're trying to say your own point about knowing what to do. That's the way it goes. You're trying to be graceful. You're trying to know what it is in that way. It's like, oh, okay, this is the way it seems to be. All right, I get this. That's how it goes in that way. This is between the middle and the right side, please. 9 pentacles is upright. You're trying to feel comfortable. The floor yours, there's no change. 5 cups yours, there's no grief. 8 pentacles yours, there's no prosperity. 6 pentacles upright, there's kindness. Yes, after all, there is kindness. So you might be dealing with another Capricorn Taurus. You might be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with another the way how this is, right? That's how it goes. What's the middle of this situation? King of Taurus, there's no support. Sun cards upright, there's positivity. Yes, because it does represent Leo here as a fire sign. But the way how this is, you have to know your own way about how you're feeling in that way. Because you're trying to not get drafted. You're not trying to, how it is. You're trying to accept what you want, what you get, and you're trying to understand that. What's on the left side here? 3 wands is right. There's communication. Yeah, because you're being communicated. You're trying to communicate. That's all you want, right? That's the way it seems to be. The Emperor's yours is no nourishment, and the Moon reverse is rotations. All right, so let's see what this 3 wands about. Here from reverse, there's no guidance. the Chariot is upright, there's progress. The Star is upright, there's inspiration. You know, that's how it goes. You're wishing upon a star, you want Chariot, you want, progress, you want things to be happening all at once. But when you have communication, you're trying to communicate. That's all you can do. But then you're trying to resist that. That's the way it seems to be, right? You're trying to go with the flow. That's the way it seems to be. What's this Empress about? The Knight of Cups here, there's no romance. Nine of Swords here, there's no trauma. Seven of Swords here, there's no, you're not feeling deceit. Nine of Swords, sorry, there's trauma here, right? So you're feeling sad, you're whimpering, you don't know what to do, but then you're not trying to have trauma in your life, but you are. So you might be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in that way. It's like, oh, well, this is not going to be ending well. No, it's not. Because in theory, you're trying to base on how you're feeling in that way. It's like you're trying to go with the flow. That's the way it seems to be. What's this Moon card about? And then one here, you're not feeling uncomfortable. The Ten of Swords, sorry, there's conclusions. Two of Cups, sorry, there's relationships and friendships. So you might be dealing with, another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way. You're having all these burdens, you're trying to have all these conclusions, whatnot. But there are things you need to understand. You're trying to have your own victory on your side. You're trying to have, a gobble feeling of knowing what to do. That's how it seems to be. And when you do that, that's the way it goes. What's this universe is saying? So let me go from the middle to left, middle to right. 10 minus is over, there's burdens. Queen of Wands over, there's charisma. 6 Pentacles here, there's no kindness. 8 Pentacles over, there's perfection. King Pentacles here, there's no security. Ace of Wands here, there's no new beginnings. Page of Cups over, there's loyalty. Yes, there's loyalty, but when you're not acting like you have no kindness, you're not acting like that. You're being mean, rude, disrespectful, But the way of this is you're trying to conquer what you want. But then that's how it goes in that way, right? You're trying to go with the flow. That's the way it seems to be. What's between the middle and the right side? 9 of Swords, there's no trauma. The Emperor is, there's no structure. Page 1, sorry, there's inventions, right? What's between this Emperor and this 9 of Swords here? The Strength card is upright, there's bravery. Yes, because you're being brave, right? That's how it goes. And when you do that, that's what you seem to be, and you have to know what to do. And there are things that you need to understand and that's the way it seems to be. You know what to do, and that's how it goes in that way. It's like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Alright, I know too. That's just how it goes in that way. What's in the middle of this situation? 2 of Cups here, there's no relationships or friendships. 9 of Cups here, there's no fulfillment. 2 of Swords upright. So you don't know which direction you're going to take, left or right. So let me clarify what's on the left side. 2 Wands over, there's planning. 9 of Wands here, there's no immaturity. 9 Pentacles over, there's trust. Alright, what's in the middle? 5 Pentacles here, there's no insecurity. 6 Swords here, there's no movement. Queen Cups here, there's no empathy. For once over, there's celebration. Yes, there is celebration on the side. But the way of this is you're trying to know what to do. You're trying to be graceful. You're trying to know what it is. And that's how it goes, right? So you have to understand that. And things to be in that perspective, whether you like it or not, that's the way it seems to be. So that's how it goes. But, that's the way it seems to be in that way, because you understand that. That's the way it seems to be in that way. So, before I go, try to pay attention about this, and I hope that you all like it. Understand about this, understand about how everything is. I'm so sorry that my voice is being very low. I know about it, but that's how it goes, right? So when you're in the library, you know how to keep your voice low, as it seems to be, and that's how it goes in that way. So, hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please leave a comment if you want, and I'll see you next time when I do, and that's how it goes. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when I do. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.